Did you make a plan to vote? Have you voted already?
Oh, I voted already.
You did?
Well, I'm like my dad who goes to the airport 4 hours before his flight takes off. And we're like, Dad,
Right.
what are we doing here? Hi, Senator Harris, how are you?
How's your dad doing? How's Uncle?
Oh my gosh, when he sees this, he's going to die that you remembered him. He is, well, in the Indian community, like the video we did, and if people who don't know this, I was lucky enough to have Senator Harris come over to my house and cook. And my father made a cameo appearance. He claims he was like, oh, no, I can't be in front of camera. I actually, when people say, what is she like? Because they assume that you and I are close personal friends. They always say, is she politician-y? And I'm like, not at all. The only thing that I think is even remotely politician-y is that when I made those dosas and you ate it and you said it tasted good, when I knew it tasted bad. Thank you.
Very good.
I didn't think there were.
But the flavor is very nice.
Thank you.
No, it didn't, especially after we put a little lemon.
See, you're doing it again. You're being too nice.
I so enjoyed it, and it was delicious. I really did eat it.
Thank you.
I mean, it wasn't like my mother makes, but it was really...
People ask me, what does your candidacy mean to me? And they often mean, as an Indian woman, obviously, because we have that in common. But what I've been thinking about recently is that we both had mothers who were immigrants, who were scientists, who died far too young from cancer. Yeah. And I think that the amount that we do, I just feel, there are times when I look at my career and I'm like, oh, I just wish my mom could see this. And I bet you feel that way about your mother.
I know. I'm not going to get emotional right now, Mindy.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make you cry.
Our mothers are very proud of us right now. And I'm sure our mothers are up there having a good cup of chai. If you were talking to everyone right now and saying, why is it important that they vote? What would you say about why it's important to you that you vote?
To me, it's, besides the obvious emotional feelings I have about seeing you represent us, like Indian women, women of color, people of color in the White House, I think it's your stance about minimum wage, about universal health care and protecting that, about women's reproductive rights, about ending the practice of private prisons. And so I am really issue-based, even though I think sometimes people don't necessarily think that women are that way, like we vote emotionally. Like I just look at your record. And I think for me and for my children, I think our lives will be better if you are in the office. And I think that's the same for a lot of Americans, particularly people of color.
Yeah.
So,
did you make a plan to vote? Have you voted already?
Oh, I voted already.
You did?
Well, I'm like my dad who goes to the airport 4 hours before his flight takes off. And we're like, Dad, what are we doing here?
That's so great. And that's what we're asking everyone to vote early. To go to iwillvote.com and make sure that they know their polling place, make sure they're registered, because this election is too important and we just want to get everyone's vote in as early as possible.
This is the biggest election of our entire generation. Yeah. And I think everyone feels that. And the greatest thing about it is we don't have to feel helpless. We can just vote.
That's a great point.
Vote for you. So I'm wishing you so much luck, and it was such an honor to get to talk to you. And I cannot wait to tell my dad you actually remembered him.
Of course.
Bye.
Bye.